Yo, guys, check this out. We are back. Just wanted to help the team out.
Well, you
Picking up
never
where we
want to
left
see a
off.
teammate get hurt, but
Press
when my
down.
name gets called, I'm going out and do whatever I can to help the team. I've been waiting for a chance to get some extra runs, so it was good to show what I can do. Hope I got more of that coming in the future.
So arrogant. It's such an arrogant thing to say, even though we turned it up last game. If you guys miss it, check out the last episode and play this in Instagram.
What's up, Coach?
Okay, and with that.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. Excellent. Thanks for really talking to me. I appreciate that. Why the hell isn't that talk?
Yeah, you got it, man. I'm just happy I was able to contribute. Yo, this is just the beginning of the ways I can help this team.
Yeah. We got. You know what the best part about this is?
Steve, loud and clear. Appreciate that, man.
I don't even care if this guy likes me or not because he's a dickhead for not playing me more, and at least I can get some showtime, like for like future. You know what I mean? For other teams and stuff, so they can see what I want. Just put my self-worth out there.
This is your captain speaking. We've begun our descent into the Sacramento metro area. Please prepare for landing. We should be on the ground shortly.
Look at this guy talking trash. Yeah. Okay, so now let's check. What about this 2K menu? I don't understand the setting thing. Maybe it's this thing that's messed up. Maybe I'll put the game speed up a little bit. See what happens there. And connect coil length 7 minutes, 6 minutes. Instead, I need to make it go a little bit faster. Default. I just don't know why the music isn't working. That's what I need, the subtitles, right? Now we're gonna go ahead and get back at it here, so see what happens. Maybe we'll get some game time. And we're gonna load. It's gonna load and load and load. It's gonna load for forever. On sidebar while we're waiting, I can't believe Paul Walker died, man. Shit's crazy. Let's do this. Game time.
Yo. Yes, I does that.
Why are we playing a music song? I don't care about that. So I can get in trouble for copyright? Thanks, 2K, 14.
California. This is the NBA.
The intros are pretty goddamn ridiculous. Pretty beautiful. I'll let this intro play through for you guys just so you can see them. Usually I push through it, but just so you guys can see all the glory of the starting.
Isaiah Thomas, guys, what's your take?
Isaiah Thomas, the man.
Is kind of the moment the fans are all waiting for.
Still not. Teague's injured, I thought.
Guy who everybody anticipates watching.
Is his back?
If things are a little lethargic out there, he's worth bringing in just for the buzz that goes through the crowd and the injection of life it gives.
Why would it show? So is he playing or am I
Kings
playing?
here at home in an interconference matchup. Should be a good one. And this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season. They took the loss in this East versus West matchup during the regular season last year, dropping both games.
These two teams are effectively strangers to each other. Only two meetings all season. This is their first one, and then they'll play one more.
Oh, so I'm bench riding her. I thought I was back in. I thought homeboy was out.
Teague against Thomas.
This reminds me of like real life, dude. I played basketball in high school and I scored 40 points in one game. Like literally 40 points in one game. And in 3 quarters, I scored 40 points. I had 2 quarters left because in high school you were allowed to play 5 quarters between JV and varsity. scored
Clark, Steve was saying they don't see each other
40,
that much. What does that mean
and
as you
then
analyze it?
they never played me
That a
for
team takes
the
coming
2 quarters.
into
I was in the
game
JV
like
game. They
this.
never
Well,
played
you
me in
know
the
what? It
varsity game.
probably
And I had
means
2
they
quarters to
don't
spare.
have specific
I was like,
game
what the hell?
plans
Like,
tailored
and half the team was
in a
suspended, so
detailed manner
they
for
really
each
didn't have
other, so
any
you
good
have to go
players. It was
back
really
to your
ridiculous.
general principles
That was
a
why
little more.
like
When
didn't
you play
really love
opponents
coaches
you're
so
not
much
as
at that
familiar
point.
with, and you also then would have to make
What we
more
got over here? Any goodies?
adjustments on the fly. I would
Keep
think.
calm, play
Now here is
2K.
Horford after the miss
Okay,
from
okay.
Salmons.
Alright, I'm gonna
Williams
fast forward it.
and
We're
a
up by
tight game
4.
here as we end the first half.
Yeah, halftime report. We did good. Good job. Look at how quiet everybody is just sitting.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Let's check out this halftime report.
Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports as the NBA season revs up. Let's get into the halftime report. For the Atlanta Hawks, they have the lead against Sacramento. A strong beginning to the season. They've wasted no time in getting off on the right foot. That's all we've got here. Now, back to Kevin, Steve, Clark, and Doris for the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well done. Nito gang.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. What a game we're seeing from Lou Williams.
You know, he spoils us with his performances game in and game out. And so far, just another big scoring night for him.
Typically when he puts up
Yeah. I'm in?
Al
No.
Horford desperately calling for the ball.
Well, that's a good way to make a friend on the team. If one of your top guys wants the ball,
right here, right
just
here.
get it to him. No questions asked.
Well, this is a team game, and you have to learn how to work
Wide
with your new
open.
teammates.
Oh,
and
man,
earn
I was
their
wide
trust
open.
and confidence. And one way you do that, in many cases, is by feeding those guys that have been there before.
Who am I supposed to do? Oh,
Hugh,
That's not a
he's
good-
at point guard. Horford is out
That's
there
not a
with
good,
Elton Brand. And it's
start.
Williams. And it's Millsap in at the small forward spot. Hugh, he's guarded by Thomas, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
Glad I could draw the
Hawks were
foul.
pretty solid against the Western Conference, splitting the 30 games they
There we
played,
go.
15 and 15. And if you do that against the West, when you're an Eastern Conference team, usually you're going to make the playoffs, and
get
the
him.
Hawks did
Oh,
as a
no.
6th seed.
And for the Hawks
Everything you
against
do, I
the
feel like,
West,
oh, man, I'm
as,
gonna
Clark,
screw
you were
something
talking
up.
about earlier, 15 and 15 might sound ho-hum.
It's kind of
but
crazy
he
because
was
I'm like, am I
actually
gonna?
the
Oh,
best
that's not
record
good. I should
against
have
the
helped out on
West
that.
of all
It's
teams
kind of crazy
in the
because I'm like,
East.
am I gonna get any
The West,
playtime
we know
or
the more
what's gonna
dominant
happen?
Conference, I think
Damn,
15
I gotta
15
help win this game.
is a pretty solid record for Atlanta. So they had a good showing last year against the West.
Millsap, make it happen,
Passes it
buddy.
to Q. Goes up on the wing.
Oh, that was too high.
Offensive rebound.
Yeah, good-
Horford.
good-
The kick out to
Come on,
Williams.
Horford, make it happen.
Outside Millsap.
Why am I sitting down in like a
And
center?
there's the pass to Horford.
Terrible.
Up
There
and
we
in
go.
on the layup.
I'm glad somebody can
Horford's
score.
got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
Nothing
Appreciate
too
that.
fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
I agree, Clark. They need
Pressure,
stops.
pressure,
They
pressure.
can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are really high percentage looks.
Thomas passes
Look
to
at that. I held
Outside
him.
for Thomas.
Oh no.
knocked away. And here's
There's no
Horton
way.
outside. And
down
Elton
that.
Brand pulls it down.
Good job, Brando.
Here's
That's me.
Q.
Oh, come
Sacramento
on. I had
grabs the
that.
miss. Cousins has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating.
I was hoping I'd make that.
Outside Thomas. He dishes it to Selmans.
D up, fellas.
Here's Landry. No good. Great D
right.
that time from Brand. Q passes to Williams. Here's Q.
Oh,
And
no.
the rejection by Cousins.
Jesus.
Here's Q.
Oh no, too high. Oh,
And there misses.
breakouts.
That would have put him up.
That was
He's having
horrible.
all sorts of problems with his shot.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not sure
agree
he
with
even
that.
has a shot right now, Steve, to be
I'm
quite
trying,
honest.
bitches.
Not a reliable one anyway.
Cousins
You guys need to
with
eat
a
my
screen
shorts.
for Thomas. Pass to Selmans. Fires from deep. That's
Oh,
good.
Jesus.
With Thomas picking up the assist.
I'm out.
And the Kings
Pretty sure I got
lead by
pulled.
3.
Well, again,
Did I get pulled? Oh, I'm still in, huh? Sheesh.
50 seconds
I thought we had the
left in
ball.
fourth quarter of
They
this
just
one.
hit a 3. Oh, so we lost this one. Huh?
Left to the wing. The drive by Cousins.
Oh,
Straight to
Jesus.
the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one is on brand.
God.
None of the defenders
I helped us
wanted
lose this
anything
game.
Clark
I'm
to
so
do with him on
upset.
that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and
Too
was ready
high?
to posterize whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas. But
Damn,
come on,
dude.
you got to challenge him a little bit at least.
Vasquez with it. He's picked up by Milson.
Yeah, just wasting the clock. You know what we're gonna foul?
6 on the shot clock. Here's Vasquez. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
We gotta get back.
There's the 3. Knocks
Oh,
down
nice.
the trifecta.
Too bad it's a 4-point game.
So it's the Kings
Wow.
taking the win in this
Not
one.
the game I was
Clark, you know, it
hoping
was
for.
quite a
Scored
nail-biter.
Yeah,
1.
it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big
That's
plays down the
unfortunate.
stretch, and that's the difference.
I can see that being my fault.
And now let's
Missing
catch
some
up
of the
with
clutch
Doris Burke, who's
shots.
standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, DeMarcus, congratulations on the win tonight. We know you're a very intense player, but tonight you certainly seem to be having a lot of fun out there.
That's the thing. I'm just trying to come out here and have fun. I got a lot going for myself, and I'm too blessed to be out here frowning all the time. So I'm gonna try to keep a smile on my face.
We love to see you.
Yeah. A bunch of dicks. I totally suck. I should have won that game. I'm never gonna let that one down. Sorry, coach.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Test? What you talking about, man?
Yeah, what test? Yeah, well.
Man, I feel like you've been here much longer than me. If you see an opportunity, I'm not about to step in the way.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm feeling you. Hey, I just want to play my game, help this team win. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks for good talk. Cool story, bro. Good talk. Really, really bad. Really didn't do very much. I only played 8 minutes, but I scored 1 point.
Greetings. This is your captain speaking. We've been cleared for landing for an on-time arrival into the Mile High City. Enjoy your stay in Denver.
Yeah, smart move by the rookie. Lovely. Alright, let's go. We got one more. Hopefully, if the damn thing loads, we're gonna head off to see what's going on over here. Hopefully, we'll get some more playtime. It's kind of this. At first, I was like, "This is silly," like this whole style of gameplay. But I really am starting to dig it. Like, I'm like, dude, I want to play. Coach, put me in. It's pretty ridiculous. Like usually, it's like just constantly play, right? But this is like, dude, coach, put me in, and then I'm in. I'm like, oh man, I missed. Like I'm gonna screw up my chances to make it real big. It's kind of intense. I want to make it big time. Pretty funny. Yeah, I don't want to copy music.
Welcome
I'm
everyone
doing
to
my
another
belt.
exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan. A quick check now at the starting 5 for both teams. Someone will be keeping an eye on Ty Lawson.
Well, he's the guy that shoulders the load for his team. And that's exactly the way he
know
wants
who's
it.
starting.
He's the leader.
Let's do it.
He feels like as he goes, his teammates go.
Unquestionably,
Make
the
some
guy that keeps
noise.
everybody else in line. It's not even an issue.
we got
Somebody's
here?
not doing his job.
Smart
he'll
place.
call
Look at
them
what
out
are you?
and let
Oh,
them
you're
know
looking
about
awful
it.
pretty close here.
Contests between conferences.
good-
The
cool
Pepsi
story.
Center here in Denver,
Are
Colorado,
you guys all standing
where
up
the
down here?
Nuggets take their home floor. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split.
Well, they thought they'd handle this club last year both times, but they actually split the 2 season meetings.
Now Lawson. Following the three-point attempt by Lou Williams. Robinson off a pick from Hickson.
Yep.
And it's Gallinari missing. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Brian Shaw. Doris, what do you have to say?
We talked.
I'm in, huh? Coach put me in. They have the lead right now. There's still plenty of time. We could lead down to 5. Means anyone's going. Holy crap! To 5. We're getting our ass whooped on.
Here's Schroeder.
I'm out top. I'm up top. What do you want me to do, Schroeder? How do you pass the ball to me?
He kicks it to Jenkins. Puts it up from 12, and that one's good. Jenkins got his first points in this one. You know, you would think, as you said, Steve, that no matter what building they were in, this is a team, they should have beaten both times.
It probably had a little something to do with the fact that
what is that? What is the basket?
A very familiar opponent. I mean, that's one way to look at it.
On the court for Atlanta, Hugh, he's in a shooting. Kyle Korver is out there with John Jenkins. Then there's Horford.
Kind of my
and
fault.
It's Schroeder in at the point guard position.
Okay, so he's a Schroeder. He's a I don't know what to do, Schroeder. You just set a pick.
Lets it go from 14.
Yeah,
and it's
take
good
it.
Off the glass. Q's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, like my
Robinson with it.
First couple points of the
from outside the arc. No good, trying to beat the buzzer.
Halftime.
And so that's
Damn,
the end
already?
of the first half. Denver on top. They're up by 11. Folks, stay tuned for the halftime show at Damon Bruce for all the highlights from our first half.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Great to have you with us this Thursday night of NBA action.
I think I have that guy on my fantasy team.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented
cool story,
by
bro.
Sprint.
Right on, Nito gang.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's certainly been the case for Gallinari. He has 17 points, and he sprayed home 3 3-pointers.
Trying to D up in this bitch.
Productive day for him from long range.
Gallo
Crazy
in for Reed
bitches.
at the forwards. Nate Robinson is out there with Lawson, and
Did I
it's
steal
Dixon
it?
in at the 5.
What's the
So
foul?
that's who Brian
that
Shaw
was
starts
horrible.
the second half with.
Reduce the gap. Is that good or
No,
not?
you
Oh,
watch
the
Nate
points.
Robinson
That's right.
come into a game, and you just
You gotta get to 5, huh?
the electricity and the excitement.
Hey,
Those
Robinson.
things
Kryptonite.
are about to get sped
Get out
up
of here, Kryptonite.
and turned up. He just plays with
You
so
say turned
much
up one more
energy.
time.
I mean, it can be a positive when he knocks down those big shots, but you've got to give him enough room to work through his bad shots.
Oh, shit.
He's going to take some bad ones, and he's going to gamble some.
That's
on
what I'm saying. That was
defense, too.
horrible. That was a horrible play.
Plenty of space. Shot is off. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Well, they hung in there for a long time in that game, just giving themselves a chance to win at the end.
Good shot? No?
When it mattered the
Damn
most,
it.
they stumbled.
I need a pass.
Those are the hardest losses to stomach, guys. I mean, when you play well throughout the game
out.
and then
I
get
need a
derailed
pass.
by a few missed opportunities down the stretch, that's painful.
I need to
Back
find somebody to
Robinson,
score
he's
for me.
energetic, feisty, aggressive on the court at both ends, Steve.
Well,
I don't know
and
how
at
to call
times in
plays.
the past, you know, his passion may have gotten the
Oh,
best
there
of
we
him,
go.
but I think his emotion
Oh.
is one of the things that makes
Look at
him
that.
who he is.
Look at
too.
that, the bad
He's an
pass.
explosive scorer. He can
How is that a
come
bad
in and
pass? Yeah, I guess
just
it was a
be
bad pass.
one-man wrecking crew.
I don't get an assist for that?
Remember that huge game he had against the Nets in the playoffs
Yes.
last year. A lot of high hopes for Elton Brand to revive his dominant
Doing
ways
work.
with the move to Dallas, but
Cut it to
sunk
10.
further away from what he once was. And hey,
Shit,
this
that's
is
my guy
what
down there.
happens. You get older, your play starts to suffer a little bit.
And let's get this update now from
that's right.
Doris
What's
Burke,
up?
who's across
What's up?
the
What do you
way
got?
on the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team. Too many of their shots have been low percentage, he told them. He wants better ball movement on the perimeter to get the shooters better looks. He then made another statement, telling his guys to stay alert and aware when defending the outside shot, saying, quote, they can hurt us on the perimeter if we don't stay right up on them. Well, they need
There we
to
go. That
make
was good
something
movement, right?
happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those
Yeah,
changes
all
will do
right.
the trick, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. As you said, with Brand, had career lows across.
What if I get any
the board,
like
statistics
recognition for that?
largely due to the lack of minutes he played, but that was in part, I think, of
Oh,
how
what?
inefficient he was at times.
Wow,
And I
dude.
think Brand will still be able to
Kryptonite
contribute to the
going
team,
in.
but I think
They
he'll
look
be as a role
teeny in
player,
this
and
game.
I agree with Steve on that. Certainly, I don't think we'll see him do 20 and 10 as he was. He was a 20
Oh, that
and
was
10 guy
tough.
for a long time earlier in his career.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Hickson sets the screen for Lawson.
Get through.
There's the dish to Gallinari.
I'm crazy out here on this perimeter.
Back to Lawson.
There you go, Lawson. Oh, no.
That's good.
Damn, dude. My guy scored again.
So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the San Antonio Spurs.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into
Not
that
good,
game.
little man.
It was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop him.
Ooh, that was a good
Powerless
pass.
is a good way to put it,
Fast
Steve.
pass.
We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
I need to hit a 3 or something.
Here's Millsap.
Ooh, good
And he
move.
finishes nicely on the layup.
We're still down by
And their
10,
solid
dude.
play in the paint continues, guys.
Well, that's been the focus, Clark, as we've watched. I mean, they've created one chance after another inside.
Lawson kicks to Fareed. And
Dude.
on the basket. Book it. He's
Man.
got 8.
Come on, I mean, what am I supposed to do? That's not even my guy.
He's distributed the ball.
Yeah, you know, the offense is just moving through him, Steve. No doubt.
Catch money?
Mike Budenholzer,
Oh, no.
you know, the new coach
I'm
of the
getting
Hawks,
pulled.
spent 19 years
My
with
God,
the
that's
San Antonio
horrible.
Spurs, including 17 as an assistant.
33%.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better
Pretty
teaching
bad.
ground than that.
McGee is screen on Teague. Robinson passes to
What do you guys want me
Hamilton.
to do over here?
Randolph dishes to Robinson. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And
that's
it's
my-
Miller penetrating.
That's my
And he
guy.
overshot that one, missing. And back to Budenholzer, who was with the Spurs for 19 years. Steve, the Spurs, the
got
winningest
it.
team in pro sports over the last
What's
15
that?
Yeah, I'm glad that Budenholzer has finally gotten
Brand?
his chance. I played for him.
Brand,
for
what the
4
hell are you doing,
seasons. He's
man?
a
Messing
guy
up our
who loves
chances
the game.
here.
He's very dedicated,
As I've missed like every shot.
has learned from probably the best coach in the NBA.
I'm trying to one-on-one the whole entire game. I don't know what I'm doing.
Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Atlanta.
I don't know what those goddamn icons mean.
There's the feed to Robinson. Back to Hamilton.
Dude, that's some good ball movement.
Robinson.
Damn.
Robinson's got 4 assists in the game.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Dishes to T. Passes it to Jenkins.
I'm supposed to go with it. Oh, it tells me to go.
Here's Q.
Come on, come
Denver
on.
takes possession.
Let's see some
Keep
of the
hitting
numbers
that.
here on JaVale McGee. How his season went last year. 8th in
I
blocks.
need to draw. I should have been
He's
trying to
also
draw
a
the
top
foul more.
20 shooter from the field, so
This is a horrible
really
game.
a nice all-around offensive year for him.
And you know, Steve, when you're talking about a shot blocker, it's sometimes hard to put into words what those blocks mean. You also have to consider the shots that he changes. Excellent lift, and he's really
damn.
quick off his feet.
He just
so
got
he can just
dunked
about
on
get to
like
any shot,
hardcore.
if not block it, to at least bother.
Damn, I gotta learn how to alley-oop. I don't even know how to do that.
Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Well, Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning too.
But I'll tell you, the pass was even
Draw it?
better.
Oh, I
He put it
should've
on
made
an
that.
absolute platter for him.
You know, last season the Hawks were a solid team on the road. Nothing spectacular. Really what you'd expect from a 3 seed in the East.
I'm shooting
End of the year
28%.
With a 19-22 road record.
Oh
Not
my
bad.
god.
A different look for Denver. Terrell Arthur.
I don't know how to
Checked in
shoot
for
free
Jordan
throws,
Hamilton.
yo.
And it's Foy in for Robinson.
That's my. What was that?
Foul call. Looked like that he didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free
I
throw.
wasn't even close to that guy.
This is his first chance
I'm
at the
feeling
line
like my
tonight.
NBA
Pretty
career
good
superstar
performance from the free throw
path
line
is
last
not
season.
going to
He
happen
was about
quite yet.
84% from the line.
And guys, if a game was coming down
owned,
to the
homies.
wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws
Yeesh.
because of his proficiency there.
Boy, still waiting for their first miss from the foul line this half.
100% since halftime, is that right? I'm not
Catch
sure
money.
this lead's going
Oh,
away anytime
no.
soon if that keeps up.
Oh, dude.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding.
I'm glad
has
they're
been
not
terrific.
trashing me for
Yeah,
missing
that's just one of
everything.
the few things that have gone their way today.
There's the bucket.
Oh man, they are
Dude.
putting the hammer down right now.
I mean, what are we supposed to
Defensively and
do?
offensively, it has all been working for him today.
Oh, we still got one bucket.
Three-quarters.
I got one right at the end, dude, to the buzzer, but dang. Just horrible. Look at this. Kaya. They just straight up dunked on us.
On tap next Monday, November 11th. Al Horford and the Atlanta Hawks go up against the Charlotte Bomb.
That's kind of dope. Little promo.
And now we present our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, we know which one that was.
In the game, we've seen some great passing
Goddamn
tonight from Robinson.
Super
And his passing
duper
ability
move.
is why they make sure the
I can't believe I'm
offense
still in
runs
the
through
game.
him on a regular basis.
To be quite
Great
honest,
assist like the one we just saw.
Fourth quarter on the court for the
I don't know how to
Hawks.
pass right.
Q, he's in at point guard. Williams is out there with Elton Brand. Then
So it
there's
tells you where to go
and
here.
it's Schroeder in at the 2. There's the pass to Q. Puts up a 3.
Oh my
It's blocked.
God. How did I get blocked?
Onari with it.
It's so
Williams picks him
bad.
up. Laid in
Oh,
with a
it's
nice
so
touch off the
bad.
glass. Dixon's got the
Oh
first
man,
field
I'm
goal
cold
of
as
the fourth quarter
ice.
here
Look
for
at
the
that. That's what I know what that means.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Now we've seen them make that extra effort of rotating from the weak side, closing out
Wow.
on their airspace, really sending
Can't
shots
make
back.
nothing. Maybe I should have made my character a little bit bigger.
Court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Gallinari and the baseline jumper, no good.
You guys make something of it.
And
I'm not
Williams, here we
doing nothing.
go.
Oh, catch money.
Horford kicks to Brand.
You guys should have made that happen.
The 3. The Hawks again can't hit.
Not a bad look for him on that
Oh,
shot, but
man.
it just doesn't seem to be his
Yeah.
night tonight.
No, you guys are being real nice though. Dude.
Boston against Horford. Feeds to
Oh
4.
shit, that's my
Kicks
bad.
it to Hickson. Boston outside.
Oh god. Oh
Here's
Jesus, that was so my bad.
Good. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Well, when he came out of college, the one thing you knew with Kenneth Faried was he was going to give you a lot of hustle. Great rebounder at Morehead State, and he brought that
There
into
you
the
go.
league with him. He attacks the ball, he attacks the glass, plays hard on every
Oh, I'm
possession.
scared.
That's
my
just the
dude.
kind of player he is. It's in his nature.
Oh
He
man,
can't help
this
but
is what
hustle
it
after
feels
make
like to
shots.
get just your
Willing to
ass
battle
handed
for
to us.
rebounds.
I might not be on the right
Loose
team.
balls with anybody. There's no backing down with Faried. Shot from 12. No good for
Oh my
Q.
god.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the
Phew.
stronger team. That plus 10 rebound
23%
advantage
field goals,
tells you
yo.
all you need to know.
Yeah, not to
steal.
mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
He feeds it to Williams.
Yeah. What's that assist?
And lots of
Nothing.
contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
At least I passed it. Yo, that was a way better move than to shoot that. That was horrible.
It really started off.
What am I doing? I'm doing the Asian squat down there. That's hilarious.
Games, but eventually the season went down the drain with that knee.
You going to bed,
injury in
wife?
January.
I'm playing
He's checked in for Atlanta.
horrible game of
Martin
basketball.
comes in for Schroeder. The shot's good from Faried.
Super bad.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
The Hawks
I'll come
have
to
gone
bed
a
in a bit.
dismal 0 for 5 to get the fourth quarter underway. And for Williams'
time.
quickness, a big part of
Yeah.
this game. We'll see
I just
how
got an
the knee
assist.
affects his game, Clark.
That's a
You know,
first.
it normally takes a year or so to get back
Night,
to
wife.
playing, 2 years to get back to 100%, but he's signed
that's
to
my
a
guy.
very cap-friendly contract, so Atlanta may
shit.
be able to weather his loss until he's back to his old self.
Osgood
that's
with
my
the bucket.
bad.
It just seems like they're finding an open lane to the
Dude.
hoop every time down.
Yikes.
5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
What a
No
horrible
good from
shot.
Q.
Boy,
I'm
he
trying
has
to
been
pass.
struggling mightily in this quarter, guys.
Thanks,
True.
dick face.
He really seems to have tightened up.
Look at that, that guy just
for
broke my
whatever
ankle.
reason. He looks tight.
Yeah, the
Jeez.
referee's all over that one.
No
Is that
doubt
Kenny
about
Martin?
it. Clearly a
C.
foul.
Martin.
Nothing to argue about there.
Yeah, that guy's ugly as
And while it
shit.
wasn't the biggest win streak of the season, the Nuggets did have a pretty good rampage of their own from the end of February into
Damn,
March.
though.
And because it happened when the Heat were doing what they were doing, the Nuggets kind of flew under the radar.
That's good, right?
He tries off the glass,
man.
but it's no good.
20%.
Nuggets have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor.
Who am I supposed to guard?
And Hamilton gets
Should
it to
keep
go on the assist by Miller.
Going all over the
Impressive play
place.
there, and they have been really good
I'm
offensively.
ice cold, homies. How do I get
Piling up
warm?
the points en route to this big lead, guys. I mean, they've been unstoppable.
Well, as you said, the Nuggets put together their big 15-game winning streak, but
Cash in.
you know, Steve, since it
I
happened,
wanna shoot
when the
that.
Heat rattled off their big push, nobody really even seemed to notice.
That's right. It might have worked
Yeah.
out in their favor anyway, Kevin, because that win streak really kind of put them into high gear and allowed them to climb into the third
Yo,
spot
don't
in
do
the
that
West.
to me. Don't do that to me like that.
Not
And then I
having
didn't even get the
media
board, yo.
focused on them and
Oof.
wanting to talk to them every
Goaltending.
day about what was
Yo,
happening.
we are
in
getting
the
our
Western
ass
Conference.
handed to us. Thank
He
God.
thought he had that one clean, but the
For
refs saw it
this
differently.
game being over
They'll
soon.
count the basket.
Here's Q. Sinks it.
Oh my
What
God.
range from outside.
Yeah,
Wow.
finally made one.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for the Nuggets.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every
Ooh, that was
facet of this
horrible.
game for
Where
that
are you
team.
guys
You're
at?
right,
And no
Kevin. It's
rebound?
hard to think of anything
You guys are
that
doing
didn't
horrible.
go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And every win important, and this one will go down.
How many
as
balls
win
is going to
number
go
3.
over the hoop like
Beyond
that?
the actual result of this game,
That was
I think
horrible.
fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Kenneth Faried. Then you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire
He was
no
getting
one else
owned.
seemed to match as he chased down rebounds.
Where are you guys at?
Shot is off.
You guys are horrible.
Atlanta's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket, and it's blocked by Moscow.
Wow. Wow, horrible play, homie.
27
that's my
seconds
guy?
left in the fourth quarter. Here's Arthur, and he was fouled on the way up. 2
This
free
is
throws now for him.
ridiculous.
The free throw.
I'm trying to pull out double-digit game scoring and not 22%. I'm trying to do it like 55% at least, dudes.
That one misses.
And I think this is going to be too much to overcome, Clark. What do you think?
What do
All
you
the
think?
sand in the hourglass is gone, and I agree with you. He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Gotta have your head on the swivel
Now,
in
here
this
is
cockfight.
And an intentional foul right there.
Now they're
That was a
trying to
horrible move.
extend this game, but this one's pretty much out of reach.
Yeah, at some point you've just
I
gotta
guess maybe-
concede
well,
and get
maybe that
ready
was
for
a
the
good
next
foul.
one.
I don't
Stopping
know,
the
dude.
clock now, I mean, is wasting everybody's time, me and yours included. We want to get out of here.
You shut your goddamn mouth.
Here's Q, and poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. The
Yo,
Nuggets winning this one easily.
not feeling that. All right, we're gonna end it here. This has been a long one.
Yeah, it certainly was. I mean, these guys played a great
Yikes.
all-around basketball game here.
We winning and losing.